Hello everyone, today our topic is how to send email for successful Stripe payment for specific product. So suppose on Stripe we are having a lot of products, but only we want to send emails to some specific product. So whenever we get successful payment for some specific products, then only we will send an email through Gmail. So for that we have to build a connection between Stripe and Gmail. So for building this connection, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing software for automation and integration. In Pabbly Connect, I'm going to use trigger and action. In trigger application, I'm going to use Stripe. In action application, I'm going to use Gmail. So how I'm going to build this connection? For that, let me take you to my computer screen. I hope all you can see my computer screen, and today we are going to see that how we can send emails for successful Stripe payments for specified products. So suppose I have added many products in my Stripe account, but there are some subscription based products. So as I get a payment for those products, I want to notify my customer. So for that, I want to send a personalized email for those products. But if I try to do this manually, then it's gonna take a lot of time with a lot of efforts, which isn't possible. So for doing this automatically, I have a solution, which is Pabbly Connect. So it is a software that requires zero coding and programming skills, and you can automatically connect Stripe and Gmail in such a way that whenever we get a successful payment for specific products, then automatically a personalized email will be sent to that user by using Gmail. So for doing that, I just have to build a connection between Stripe and Gmail. And for building this connection, I have to open a new tab and search for pabbly.com. And this will take us to this landing page of Pabbly. Here we have two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you don't have any account with Pabbly, you can just sign up for free and it will take only 2 minutes of your time and you will get 100 of tasks free every month. Or if you already have an account, you can just sign in. And here you will get to see this page. So these are all the apps that Pabbly offers and we are going to use Pabbly Connect here. For that, I have to click here on this Access Now button under Pabbly Connect. And this will direct us to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here, this is the workflow section and we can see all the workflows that we will create here. And this is the folder section. We can create new folder here and we can save any workflow in any particular folder that we want. Now here, I want to create a new workflow. For that, I have to click here on this create workflow button and this window will pop up. Here I have to name my workflow. So I'm going to name it as my objective, which is to send email for successful Stripe payment for a specific product. And here I have to select my folder where I want to save my workflow. So I'm going to open this tab and I'm going to select Gmail here and I have to click on create. And this will take us to this most important window of our workflow. Here we have two boxes, trigger and action. So these are the two main principles on which our workflow works on. And trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So trigger is going to be the first step that will get executed in our workflow and action will just follow that. So we have to set up our trigger first. And here my trigger application will be Stripe. So I'm going to select Stripe here and I have to give a trigger event. So I'm going to open this tab and in this checkout completed will be my trigger event. So I'm going to select this. And now I have to connect Stripe with Pabbly Connect. And for connecting these two accounts, I have to follow all these instructions. And first I have to copy this webhook URL. And now I have to go to Stripe. And in Stripe, I will go to developers option. And in this, I will go to webhooks. And here I have to add an endpoint. So I have to click here on this plus button, which says add endpoint. So I'm going to click here. And first I have to give my endpoint URL. So I'm going to paste that webhook URL that I have copied from Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to paste that here. And now I have to give a description. So I'm going to give description of testing. And now I have to add my event. So I'm going to click here on the select event option. And I'm going to open this tab of checkout. And in this, I have this option of checkout session completed. So I'm going to click here. So this is going to be my event and I'm going to add this event and I'm going to add this endpoint. So I'm going to click here on this add endpoint button. And now I will go back to Pabbly Connect and here we can see it is waiting for webhook response. So how I'm going to get this webhook response? For that, I have to create a payment or a successful checkout for my specific product. So for that, let me take you to my Stripe account. And in this, I will go to payment links. And here I have all these links of my products and I have added all these products in my Stripe account. But in this, I'm only going to use some specific products, which is spoken English and this PHP course for programming. So I have added these links details in my where I'm selling these courses or where I'm selling this subscription for my product. So I'm going to make a payment by using these link URL. So first I'm going to use this link URL of this course of spoken English. So I'm going to copy this. I will open a new tab and I'm going to paste that link here. And this will take me to this payment page of Stripe, where I'm going to buy the product of spoken English. So for my payment, I have to fill all these details. So I'm going to fill dummy details here. So my email will be damouser@pabblytudes.com and I have to give a random mobile number. So I'm going to give any random mobile number here. Now I have to give a first name. So my first name will be Damo, last name will be user. And now I have to fill my card information. So I'm going to fill dummy card number here and I'm going to fill any expiration date and I will give a random CVV. Now I have to give the card holder name. So my card holder name will be Damo user and I have to fill the billing address. So my billing address will be of India and my address will be of random and my city will be Indore and I will give random pin code and I have selected my state as Madhya Pradesh. Now I'm going to click on pay and here my payment is successful. So I did this payment for this spoken English course. Now we'll go back to Pabbly Connect and here we can see I have received this response. So in this response, I have received the details of the payment that I have done for spoken English course. So in this, I have this event ID and my object status is complete. So my payment is completed and we have the success URL. And here we have this phone number of my customer. We have the name of my customer, which is Damo user. Email is damouser@pabblytudes.com. And we have the state of my customer, which is MP. We have the postal code. So this is a random postal code. We have this address, which is random. Country is India. City is Indore. And in this response, we have this payment link. This is a specific payment link for this particular product, which is a spoken English course. So I'm going to use this payment link. So first I'm going to copy this payment link and I'm going to paste that somewhere and I'm going to save this payment link. So I have this payment link for my spoken English course. So I'm going to save that in my notes. Now I'm going to make one more payment for a specific product. So I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect and here I'm going to click here on this recapture webhook response. I will click on yes. And in this, I'm going to show you that we are getting different payment links for different products. So I'm going to make payment for my PHP course, which is a specific product that we are also going to use. So I will go back to my payment links. And in this, I'm going to use this PHP course for programming. So I'm going to copy this payment link. I will open a new tab and I'm going to paste that link here and I will open this link. And here I have to make the payment for this PHP course for programming. So I'm going to fill all these payment details. So my email will be testuser@pabblytudes.com and I will give a random mobile number. So this is my random mobile number. So my first name will be test, last name will be user. And now I have to fill my card information. So I'm going to fill my card information here. I will give the expiration date. I will give a random CVV and the name of my card will be of test user and I will give random billing address. So my address will be same random. This is also going to be random. My city will be Bhopal and I will give a random pin code and I'm going to select my state, which is MP and I'm going to click on subscribe. And here I have done this successful payment for my PHP course for programming and I have subscribed to this course. Now we'll go back to Pabbly Connect and here we can see we have received this new response. So in this response, we have this details of my customer. So this is the random mobile number of my customer and this is the name of my customer, which is test user. Email is testuser@pabblytudes.com. We have the state, which is MP. We have this random postal code and these are the address details. My address is random, my city is Bhopal and my country is India. And for this particular product, which is of PHP course for programming, I have this payment link. So I have this different payment link for this particular course and I'm going to copy this and I'm going to save this in my notes too. And I'm saving these links because we are going to use these links for adding filters for our specific products. So here I have added this link for my PHP course and here we can see we have these two different payment links for our different products. So this is the payment link for our spoken English course and this is the payment link for our PHP course. And we are getting all these payment links for specific products whenever we will get a successful payment for those products. So in the response, we are getting this payment link. So what I need to do is I need to send up personalized emails for my specific products. For that, I have to set up my actions tab. So I'm going to open this tab and in this actions tab, I'm going to use router. So router by Pabbly is a tool that Pabbly offers. And in this, we are going to put some condition and we are going to run our workflow on the basis of those conditions. So here I have to select my action event. So I'm going to open this tab and conditionally run will be my action event. And I'm going to connect router by Pabbly. So I'll click here on connect. And here I can create different routes for my products. So here what I'm going to do is that if I'm getting a payment for my spoken English course or my PHP course, then I'm going to send a personalized email for those courses or those products. So here I'm going to differentiate these routes on the basis of that payment link that I'm getting from my trigger. So for this, I have to first rename these routes. So I'm going to rename this and I'm going to rename this for PHP course. I'm going to update this. And I'm going to rename my second route as spoken English course. So I'm going to rename this and here the name will be spoken English. I'm going to update this. Now I have to set up my filter and action steps. So I'm going to click here on this set filter and action steps button. And here I have these three tabs: select label, filter type and value. So first I'm going to select the label, and in the label I'm going to select the payment link that I'm getting for the specific product. So that label is going to differentiate my products. So I'm going to open this tab and I'm going to open this response of Stripe. And in this, I'm going to search for payment link. And here we have this data object payment link label. So I'm going to select this. And here my filter type will be equal to. And in this value, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the payment link of my PHP course that I've pasted in my notes. So I'm going to use that link here. So this is the payment link of my PHP course. So I'm going to copy this. I will go back to Pabbly Connect and I'm going to paste that link here. Now what is going to happen is that whenever I'm going to get this key of data object payment link, and in that key, if I have this value, which is the payment link of my product of PHP course, then only this filter will work. I'm going to get the response of success. So I'm going to click here on this save and send test to quit button. And here my status is success and my condition is true. So this means that I got the payment for this particular product and this is the payment link of my PHP course. Now what I need to do is I need to send a personalized email to my customer for subscribing to my PHP course. So for that, I'm going to add my actions tab here. And here my action application will be Gmail. So I'm going to select Gmail here. And I have to give an action event. So I'm going to open this tab and send email will be my action event. And I'm going to connect Gmail with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on connect. I will click on add new connection and I will connect with Gmail. And now I have to click on continue to give access to my account. So I'm going to click here and I have successfully connected Gmail with Pabbly Connect. Now what I need to do is I need to first give the recipient email address. And here I have received this email address in my trigger response where I have received the details of successful payment. So I'm going to map that email address here and I'm going to use mapping. So what mapping is a technique through which I can retrieve the data from the previous tabs and the data that is changing will get replaced with the new data in the real time. So for mapping, I'm going to click here. I will open this response of Stripe checkout completed. And in this, I'm going to search for email address. So here I have this email address of my customer, which is testuser@pabblytudes.com. So I'm going to send this email on this particular email address. And whenever I will get new payments, I will get the new email addresses. So here what is going to happen is this email address is going to change according to my payments. So I have mapped my email address. Now I'm going to scroll down and I have to give a sender name. You can either fill your company name or your name. So my sender name will be Pabbly Connect. Now I have to give an email subject. So my email subject will be welcome to the PHP code crew, course access and next steps. So this is going to be my email subject. And now I have to select my email content type. So I'm going to open this tab and here I have these two options, plain and HTML. So I'm going to send plain emails. So I'm going to select plain here. And now I have to give an email content. So I'm going to type my email content here. So this is my email content and here I have this, and in this I have given the full instruction of how you can use this course and how you can learn this course. So here in this place of name, I'm going to clear this and I'm going to map the name of my customer. So for that I have to open this response of Stripe and I'm going to search for the name. So this is the name of my customer. So I'm going to map this. And now whenever I will get a new payment, this name is going to change according to the payment. And I'm going to send this particular email to my customer. And in this email, if I want to send any attachment, I can do that too by adding the attachment link here. But I don't want to send any attachment. So I have filled all the required details here. Now what I need to do is I need to click on save and send test to quit button. And here we can see we have received this response. So this is a positive response. And this means that I have sent an email to my customer that they have subscribed for my PHP course and I have sent that personalized email through Gmail. Now to check this, let me take you to Gmail and I will go to send And in this, I have sent this particular email. So I'm going to show you this. So I have this email subject of welcome to the PHP code crew, course access and next steps. And I've sent this email to this email address, which is testuser@pabblytudes.com. And I have this email content. And in this is the name of my customer, which is test user. So I have used this email content in Pabbly Connect and I have sent this personalized email automatically to my customer that has just made a successful payment in Stripe for my specific product of PHP course. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. And here I have created this route for my PHP course. Now I'm going to do the same for my spoken English course. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to set filter and action step for my spoken English course. So I'm going to click here. And now I have to select my label. So I'm going to select the same label, which is our payment link, and my filter type will be equal to, and I have to give the value. So I have saved this value in my notes. So I'm going to use that link. So I have given my value. So this is the payment link for my spoken English course. So I have set up my filter, but I'm not going to click on save and send test request button because it is going to give me the condition of false. And why it is going to give me the condition of false? Because I have the response of my PHP course. So it is going to give me the condition of success only when I will have a payment for spoken English course. And in the response, I will have this particular link for my spoken English course. Then only this filter will work. Now I'm going to click on save. So I have set up my filter. Now I'm going to add my action step. So I'm going to click here on this add action step button. And in this, I'm going to choose my action application, which is Gmail. So I'm going to select Gmail here. And I have to give an action event. So I'm going to open this tab and send email will be my action event. Now I'm going to connect Gmail. So I'll click here on connect. And I have already connected Gmail. So I'm going to use this existing connection. So I'm going to click here on save. And now I have to follow the same step that I did in my first route, which is of PHP course. So here I have to map the email addresses. So I'm going to click here. I will open the response of Stripe and I'm going to search for my email address. So this is the email address of my customer. So I'm going to map this. Now I have to give the sender name. So my sender name will be of Pabbly Connect. Now I have to give an email subject. So I'm going to customize this email subject according to my course or product. So I'm going to type my email subject here. So this is going to be my email subject, which is welcome to your spoken English course, confirmation and next steps. Now I have to select my content type, which is going to be plain, and I am going to give my email content. So I'm going to type my email content here. So this is going to be my email content. And in this, I'm going to map the name of my customer to. So I'm going to clear this name and I'm going to open the response of Stripe checkout completed. And in this, I'm going to search for the name. So this is the name of my customer. So I'm going to map this. And now I have filled all the required details. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to click on save. So here I have set up my filter and my action step for my spoken English course. I'm going to close this. And here I have created these two routes for PHP course and spoken English course. And by following these steps, you can add more routes for your different products. Now we are going to check this for spoken English course. So I'm going to go back to Stripe. And in this, I'm going to use this payment link of spoken English. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to open this in new tab. And I'm going to make a new payment for my spoken English course. So here my email address will be dummyuser@pabblytudes.com. And now I have to give a random mobile number and my first name will be dummy, last name will be user, and I will give my card information and I will give the random billing address. So these are going to be my billing address. This is my card holder name. This is card information, first name, last name, and my contact information. So I have filled all the details here. Now I'm going to click on pay. And here I have successfully made this payment for spoken English course. Now here automatically email should be sent to this particular customer for my spoken English course. Now to check this, I have to go to Gmail and I will go to send. And here we can see I have sent this new email. So I'm going to open this and I have sent this email to this email address, which is dummyuser@pabblytudes.com. And this was the same email address that I have added in the payment responses. So I have sent this email automatically to this customer that I just made the payment for the spoken English course. And the subject of this course is welcome to the spoken English course, confirmation and next steps. And we have this content for my mail and I have sent this email to this dummy user. So here we can see that I'm successfully sending emails to all my customers automatically whenever I'm getting a successful payment in Stripe for specific products. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we have built this connection between Stripe and Gmail in such a way that whenever I'm getting a successful Stripe payment for specific products, then automatically I'm sending an email to my customer that has made that payment for the product. And let's summarize what we did here. So first I have set up my trigger and my trigger application was Stripe. and my trigger event was checkout completed. Then I have set up my actions tab, and in my actions tab, I have used router by Pabbly. And in this, I have created two different routes for my specific products. First one is for PHP course, second one is for spoken English. And by creating this route, I have sent an email to my customer that has made that payment by using Gmail. This is how I have successfully created this workflow, and you can also create this workflow by following all the steps that I did in my workflow. And I'm also going to put the link of my workflow in the description so you can check it out from there. And thank you for watching this video. Not just these applications, you can automate and integrate a lot more applications like this using Pabbly Connect. If you need any help or if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can post them at forum.pabbly.com, or if you have any issue with the pricing of Pabbly, you can connect on this link. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.